Are we gonna get in trouble for this?
They won't notice a thing. That's how it looks most of the time anyway.
What y'all doing?
Whoa.
Hey guys, welcome to What the Flick. I'm Ben Mankiewicz. That's Matt Atchity back after some time away running the Rotten Tomatoes website, editor-in-chief. You've added television. That has taken up a lot of your time.
Yes, and people say we ruin movie reviews. We are now attempting to ruin TV reviews in the same way.
I don't know.
Next video game.
Exactly.
Right. Obviously, that's Rotten Tomatoes. It's the preeminent movie review
You're
site.
too kind.
Yeah, I am. Alonso Duralde. So, Bad Grandpa, this is the Johnny Knoxville vehicle, but it's different than the other Jackass movies, Alonso.
It is. This one actually tells a story, sort of, as opposed to the previous 3 Jackass movies, which were just an assemblage of sketches and stunts. Johnny Knoxville slaps on the latex makeup to play 86-year-old Irving Zisman, whose wife has just died and he's ready to party, but now he has been saddled with his young grandson, played by Nicoll, who appeared with Knoxville in the comedy Fun Size, which I think we were the only people who saw. And he's got to drive him cross-country to his dad, and wacky mayhem ensues. Check it out.
You're gonna fix that penguin, bro.
Nope.
I'm hungry.
Follow my lead.
Okay, Grandpa?
So this is different in that they're consistently playing these characters throughout. It's not like, okay, I'm going to put on this old man makeup and we're going to do something crazy and film people and then laugh about it and whatever. He's playing Irving Zisman even when no one but the kid is around.
Right. He and Jackson Nicoll are committed to those characters in a way that Sacha Baron Cohen was committed to Borat.
Right.
But then why, it's felt different to me, and it felt like maybe that this was an assemblage of sketches that then was tied together very loosely and by these stories where they'd be in the car together playing these characters.
Yeah, I mean, it's not much of a plot.
But I didn't, somehow that idea in, like, say, Borat, I was not troubled by that. I was not taken out of the moment at all by that, and I'm curious what the difference is, which I can't quite put my finger on.
I mean, I guess it's that I think when Sacha Baron Cohen is doing it, there's an agenda. There is, okay, I'm gonna talk about racism or xenophobia or anti-Semitism or whatever by eliciting responses from people that I know are going to be horrendous.
Right, and he's going to let people make themselves look really bad.
Yeah,
right?
he's
like
giving
the kids
them
in
enough
RV that say, "Oh, it's too bad we can't have slaves anymore." Right, or
the people at the rodeo where he talks about George Bush.
Right, he knows what people are capable of, and he's really letting them hang themselves with their own rope. Whereas Knoxville, having grown up in Knoxville, I think that he's got an affection for the people and that he's interacting with, and I think he's not trying to skewer them. I think he's just goofing around.
There's at the end of the movie, there's the reveal over the credits, very long, and where they have moments where the director comes in and you see him be like, "You were just in a movie. This crazy thing that you think just happened with this old man wasn't real," and I found that enormously liberating. It felt like it took a huge weight off my shoulders because I was not comfortable with a lot of, even though I laughed some, I was not comfortable with what I'd seen in a lot of parts. And I know you guys disagree, but there were moments in this movie where I really thought, if not the key part to the joke, or at least a key part to the joke, was that, say, for example, in the bingo scene where he comes in and he plays bingo and he drinks his dauber and crazy stuff, that the reason why that's funny is because the people are toothless and overweight and funny looking, and that we're laughing at them too.
No, see, I didn't feel that way.
Yeah,
as a overweight, funny looking person, I don't think that was the case. I think that he's just some creepy old guy hitting on whatever woman is around. It's not about them looking.
It's about his behavior and they're being aghast at his behavior.
Yeah, but if those people don't look that way, it doesn't work. It does.
I think it does. I think
it's
about the response. It's not. I mean, I think that's who was in the bingo parlor. It's not like they went out and recruited that audience. That's who's in a bingo parlor. But I think the joke isn't, oh, these people are gross. The joke is, how are they going to react when I behave so outrageously?
If anything, I thought that they were meaner to people that look good, like the girl that works in that adult bookstore.
Oh yeah,
right?
or
the
the pageant kids,
I don't know. I think I'm not buying it. I do. I think that reason why that thing works to some extent is because that we get to engage in some finger pointing.
I think the movie could have been called Jackass Presents. They signed the release.
Yeah, look.
So they agree.
No, there's always yeah, of course, but you never, they sign the release because I'm sure they're offered some money and there's a chance to be in the movie and. maybe they're not offered money, I don't know, but they're still like, then they're turning themselves over to people they don't. I don't know. I mean, obviously we disagree, but
I see where you're coming from, because I think that there is a little bit, especially in that bingo scene, and especially the way they're shooting some of those people. Yes, there is a little bit of the freak show happening, but I think there's an equal amount of people in that who are laughing at Irving and are genuinely like
can't stop watching,
and I think they're kind of just laughing at him, and I don't know. It's.
I'll tell you, the hidden camera movie that I found squicky in that regard was Bruno, actually.
I did too.
Because I thought, like, okay, so Borat, there's this sort of political idea of let's get people to talk about their racism or whatever. And I think in Bruno, the idea was let's make people like talk about how homophobic they are. But when you have a guy wearing a thong who's this far from you, it's not about being a homophobe. It's
like, get your junk out of my face.
Yeah.
Right. It's this incredibly rude, over the top, unpleasant guy.
Yeah.
Right,
So you're sort of muddying the
yes.
issue there, So I don't know. I did not in this Jackass thing. I think mainly because the Jackass guys themselves are so like tattoo covered and goofy that it's not like these Harvard guys are coming out.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it's hard to look at these guys.
And, I'm sorry, real quick. Yeah, they are, but they're not in this movie. So that which
True,
is what
but
distinguishes.
I think it's hard to look at the guys behind this and like think that they're being judgmental. I don't think that's the case here. I think that they're genuinely like just kind of goofballs, and I think that this is a movie that doesn't have a lot of social commentary. I think there's a little bit of it in there, right? I think there's definitely the scene at the end at the pageant. I think is really sharp. And you can see when they.
Although that was so Little Miss Sunshine, I have to say.
No, absolutely.
The dead body of the car,
and the pageant. Yeah,
right.
And there's a little wonder shows in there too, as far as like I think there were moments where the kid would probably have like an earpiece for some of the dialogue that he gets for like the lady in the adult bookstore. And stuff.
Agreed. But I think that for the most part, I mean, ultimately, I laughed really hard at this movie.
I laughed a lot too.
It is really stupid. It's not as sharp as say Borat is. But boy, this is a fun movie to watch.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it's mercifully short. Like the 90 minutes you're in, you're out.
Yeah,
like,
I could have done without I think the idea of giving them this plot arc was sort of pointless. I think they could have just. The idea could have been we're going to be these characters in front of other people to get a reaction, and then when we're in the car, we can just
take
talk
that 20 minutes, take the 20, 30 minutes that you devote to the plot, take that out of the movie, and give me more sketches.
Yeah,
that's what I would have liked to have seen.
The last thing I'll say about my discomfort is that I don't think that the filmmakers, I don't think Johnny Knoxville is passing judgment on the people. I think though that they rely on the fact that we're passing judgment on those people, and that's a great deal of that's a too significant part of the laughter for me that really took. And I like being mean to people. I get the comedy is mean. It's
we know
there's just a point where it stopped. But that said, a lot of that literally was alleviated at the end, and I think that was critical. I'm going to guess that maybe that was the intent all along. Mm-hmm. But my hunch is after that movie, they thought, I think we need to show people being like, oh my God, hi, and he's hugging people and they're all hugging each other, and it sort of makes you feel a little bit better about it.
All right.
And the kid was very good.
Very funny.
That kid is great. Yeah. No, I hear where you're coming from. There were early on in the movie, I was like, is he really trying to skewer these people that didn't really do anything? Like, they're just having the bad luck to be around. And then after a while, it's like, no, he's just kind of just.
I felt like
being a jackass.
Ultimately, he's always the butt of the joke. And what's funny about the response is the response, and not necessarily that the people responding are, fat and gross or whatever,
Yeah, or like unhelpful. I don't know. I thought it was a way that we could like sneer at humanity. Like, and I wasn't.
In a way that you weren't.
I love to sneer at humanity.
Not my particular brand of sneering.
But anyway, I felt better about it after talking about it.
Okay.
So I raised my score after that. What are you? Where are you at on it?
I'm gonna give it like a 7.5.
Yeah, 7.5 actually is what I was thinking.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 5.5. So I want to pull it up a little over. I was below 5, and then I'll pull. It is funny, and if you like these movies, and if you can get past the things that bothered me, then I see why you guys gave it a 7.5.
Right.
I mean, there were a couple people behind us at the screening who I thought were going to have to excuse themselves.
There is some really funny stuff.
There was some really funny stuff, and people were into it and laughing hard. Where is it at Rotten Tomatoes?
It's in the low 70s right
low
now.
70s.
So we're at 6.8?
We're at a 6.8. That seems, you guys can probably accept that.
I think so.
Sure. Which I think 6.8, by the way, I think that's what Christy gave it also.
Oh, that's right.
She's not here, but she did.
She told us in the lobby afterwards.
So you can count Christy in that. It wouldn't change the score in any way. Thanks, everybody.